Hey, we're back on the Vicky show.
Yes, we're back with Bamzy Garcon. And Bamzy Garcon, let's talk about something to touch and let's talk about the Vegas. So let the people know about that real quick.
All right, if you have not been to Vegas, you need to come. You need to save your coins and stuff. It's an expensive trip. I'm not going to shit you, but it's well worth it because March 22nd to the 25th, I think, March 21st to 25th. Vegas is awesome. Like, shout out to my gay father, personal father, Mexican Joe. Love you, Daddy.
Hi, Joe.
Um,
Had a blast with you this weekend.
if Vegas is everything. Like you do all type of shit, casinos, the Mirage, host hotel, shit. It's something to do every single day. Like it's fun as hell. Like y'all need to get out there, and it's really fun. And shout out to everybody who went last year. Like the August came and supported. Garcons, the West Coast people, everybody came out to support. So that was good. So we need a bigger crowd this year. Please come out and support. Save your money. Come out. You'll have fun.
Now, for the people who didn't go last year, Bamzy, how was the experience? How was the ball? Was the ball worth it? Or how was the ball and
The
everything?
vote was worth it. The vote was worth it. And we give out the coin. Every single last dollar is there.
I heard it's gonna be a special guest. Can we break that or not just yet?
No, we can't break
Okay, we can break that. Okay. But it's always like a celebrity.
It's always a celebrity.
Okay.
So
Gotcha.
it's always multiple celebrities actually.
Okay. Now, I told you don't get personal with BMZ, not too personal, but just a tad bit for the people. Now, BMZ, what is your type? Because a lot of people like you, BMZ. Like I know because we talk personally. But what is your type?
Um, I don't really know if I really have a type.
Hmm.
Like I like dark. I like light. Um, thicker guys or
Do you got to be
nothing.
masculine, feminine, in between? Does it matter?
That's not a big thing for me either. Masculine family is like I don't know, like everybody has something. Okay, I don't really see that as a big thing, but I like them like just right. If I can have, we can have a decent conversation and then we can have like a decent report stuff like that. Then we're good. Like that's just what it is.
Are you in love right now, BMZ? Like, is there love in your life? You took that. That was a big cheese smile.
I am in love.
Mm.
Um,
That's all you have to say.
Yeah.
That's all you have to say. Now, all you have to say. Now, BMZ, in the ballroom scene, do you think that two people in the ballroom can be in like a stable relationship, or can you be in a ballroom scene and then your lover can just be like a regular boy, or can two people be in it to be like can it be that way, or
I've had that issue before. I've talked to people outside. I talked to
like
people
Matt
inside.
Chanel? How was that experience? Shout
um,
out to Matt.
um, it was okay for what it was at the time. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, it was a learning experience. I grew from that.
Mm.
Let's see what it is now. But I think like I've talked to people like outside the barroom scene. You always got to deal with the thing that you got to explain the barroom scene that you like to do to that person that has nothing to like don't either want a part to do with the barroom scene or like just don't know about it. You have to explain what it is and stuff like that, and it's a headache. Then you can deal with the people inside the barroom scene. Then it's a big thing with that because you have to deal with all the drama that comes with such and such, and it's always this cattiness back and forth, and it gets difficult. But I do believe it is a middle ground. I just haven't found it yet, but I believe it is a middle ground where people actually can date within the barber scene. People can date somebody without in the barber scene. So
Do you like? Would you? So, What would you prefer? Would you prefer a ballroom or non-ballroom?
I don't think it really doesn't matter. I don't think I would have a preference either one. I mean, love is love, so I don't think I would have a problem with either one.
Oh, okay, okay. Fair enough answer. Now, Candyland Ball, Candy World, Candyland, whatever. How was your experience? How did you like the ball? What's your feedback? Let's talk.
I know it had nothing to do with you, Andre. I love you down, but it was too goddamn hot in there. But it was. I
Right.
mean, I liked the ball itself. Like it was well anticipated. It was a big ball. Like it was. It was fun to me. Without the heat, it would have been a really nice ball.
Right.
Um,
Now you did walk, BMZ, you did your thing. I must say, this is my artist. I promote, and I'm gonna keep on promoting so you get sick of it. But like, so you did your thing, BMZ. You sat down a lot of girls. How did you feel about the battles?
mm, my first two battles. Y'all see when Barbara so base put them clips up. But after like my third battle with the child that was reading me on Facebook and stuff like that. So
Well, who was reading you? Let's clear that up now.
um. Oh well, yeah. She was doing a lot towards me for no reason. Her name is Big Baby Chanel, and even shout out to her because she was still cool after the fact. Like even after we had battle everything.
So was it just floor shade? I call it floor shade. Like how you on
It
the
wasn't
floor.
just floor shade at first. It was kind of too much going on. And, I'm not really like catty like that with other people, so it was just too much getting thrown at me for no reason. I had never done nothing to that person and everything like
Do
that.
you know her personally? Or
no?
You don't even know her.
So, but after after that and everything was cleared up and everything like that, it was cool. But after the third battle, then went on boom. I battle boom after that.
Now that I want to ask you a question. I like Boom as a person, but now, you tried to hug her. She walked away. Can you explain, like, is it shade with y'all or something? Like, what was that about? Was that just floor shade?
That was just floor shade. That had to be because I don't. We had never interacted before, so that was just floor shade. And then she even after we battled, she came up and hugged me and everything like that. So it wasn't a big thing like that.
Now, somebody knew BMZ coming into this and I want to be a Vogue femme, and they might not know what floor shade and all that stuff mean. They might take that personal. What advice would you give to a new girl that's watching? I have a lot of people that hit me up and be like, can you give me advice on the performance things? What advice would you give to a new Vogue femme coming into this?
You have to learn to laugh at a lot of stuff. You have to learn to take stuff for what it is and keep on going. Because if you take everything personal, everything, you will get into a lot of drama for no reason. Especially being a new girl, and it's this stipulation where you don't want to get into it. These old girls because they always on the panel, and so forth and so forth. You don't ever want them to go over you because they don't like you. You just have to take everything as what it is. Like you just laugh it off and keep going because get into it or like what Boone did and had I been a new girl and not known about 401 Shade, like I was just like, okay, well, what the fuck was that about? I didn't do nothing to you, whatever. But it wasn't even like that. You had to just kind of like when she didn't hug me, I stood there, I paused, I played with it, and I walked off and I walked around like bitch, I paid it. But that's dealing with this. You have to learn to take stuff where it is, and it's just all entertainment.
Right. Now, BMZ, also, do you think the Roman scene is built to break you and make you? And how do you feel about that? Like politics, and if you sleeping with this one, or you fucking this one, or you cool with this girlfriend, gotta kiss this person ass. How do you feel about well, political?
One thing I don't think I was ever political. I think that I've like been cool with a lot of people. But I don't think I've ever been political. Like I always kept myself from that because I didn't. Well, politics comes dirt. Just like in a presidential election, they bring up dirt, past stuff like that. If you want to be the top girl, that's kind of what happens. But political wise, I don't really get into all that. I'm not gonna talk to you just because you sit on the panel. I'm not gonna sit there and like walk up to you and kiss your ass stuff like that. Now, if I like you and I respect you, I walk up to you and speak to you and stuff like that. But other than that, like no, I don't. The politics of the ballroom scene is there. It's not going nowhere. As long as ballroom is alive, politics will be there. But it's for you to take what it is from it for what it is because you going around sleeping with people for vote. Don't do that.
Stop it, please. Stop it, y'all. Don't fuck your way to the top. It's not gonna really work.
And if it do work, it don't last that long. So
now, BMZ, like I talked to Vito earlier, and he was saying how Boom changed from when he was out.
Shout out to my
Now, how do you feel about Boom today, like the violence of it? Like shout out to Malone with the ban list. They have this ban list now. Do you agree with this ban list policy?
100%. Like I really do because it's getting to the point. It's getting ridiculous. Like I mean, even after Ken Lambo, I don't even know if they have that recorded. But even after we were standing out there by the car and like the whole knife and all nails and stuff like that, and it's like, I mean, even that Detroit had their ways, but I've never seen nobody draw a knife on nobody. I mace maybe, but a knife like we just use these. That's all we use. So that it's getting ridiculous. Like somebody's only gonna get killed leaving a ball, and then
Right.
what's gonna happen? We're gonna have this whole
Ceremony.
yeah, like because we could have prevented this beforehand.
Right.
Like it's just not that serious no more. Like just for a category, like that's all kind of a trophy. You're mad because you didn't win a trophy, so whatever the outside shade is, just take it on going somewhere else. And then when people, another thing I can't take is the retaliation factor too. When people get into it with this at this ball, then they gotta take it to this ball, then they gotta take it to this ball. Go to police. Like for real, if he beat your ass that bad, they jumped you. Go to police.
You get the ass arrested.
Most people named are on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
You can find a person named real quick.
Mm-hmm. Now, Bamzy, do you want to be in this? Okay, like you said, we talked about the legend thing. Now, when you be a legend, some people stop at a certain age. Do you feel like it's a certain time? Like, you know what? I'm gonna just leave this bum shit alone. Has that ever came through your head, or even now, like even before you become a legend, like you know what? I don't want to do this no more. I'm just gonna fall back. Has that ever came across?
Once before, probably like right after I won $1,000 because I didn't feel like I was at a place to be doing all this like stuff I wanted to do and still live the life I wanted to live. So and you know me, I like to travel. I like to go out and whatever. So
yeah, you do it. You do it up, Bamzy. How was Cancun?
Yeah, shout out to Cancun.
Yeah,
that's my favorite place in the world. But it's I thought about it before, but I just the art of voguing is just too much. Like I really love voguing. I love watching. I love being on YouTube. I love seeing it. I love old ball DVDs. I love it's voguing. It's just a lifestyle. It's not just a dance. So
right.
I don't think I want to leave it alone because of that. We can vote freestyle just on streets like they used to do back in the 80s with little cardboards on the park and shit. We could do that. But until then, ballroom is the only thing we can do for voting. So.
Who is Bamzy?
Lamar Rogers.
I got this from Oprah though. When she asked Rihanna, "Who is Rihanna?" I'm like, describe Bamzy. Who are you, Bamzy? Like, what, describe yourself, Bamzy, to the people. Like, what, give me some stuff about Bamzy.
Well, okay. I'm shy. I'm confident, but shy. I don't know. I don't really know. Like, wait.
Are you a cocky person, Bamzy?
I can be, but not too much. I really think I'm more humble than I'm cocky. Like, okay. I think sometimes, I guess that's be a fault for mine. Like, I think sometimes some of my insecurities come from myself. And that doesn't come across like that. So it might come across as being humble, but it's not really it's just me being insecure. But I mean, I'm respectful. Generous. I love my friends. I do anything for my people. Like, I mean, I'm just.
No. I think that was good. That was good enough. Because that's the new question of the show now. Who are you? I want to know. You know what I'm saying? Like for the people, like Bamzy. So how do you feel when you have fans, Bamzy? Like, does that make you feel good when people like live for you, or like they come like, oh my God, I love your Vogue, Bamzy. Like I want to Vogue like you, or how does that make you feel in the scene? Because it's like an underground celebrity type of world. So how do you feel when you get that love from the people?
I don't even know. It'd be weird because when I hear it, like people hit me up like inboxes and stuff, and they'd be like, "What?" Like, like I'm just me. Like you can't like it's other people to live for than me. Like I don't know, but I mean I take it. I don't say that, of course, but I take it like thank you so much. That's just really appreciate it and stuff like that. But I don't know. I don't know. I won't say serious fans. I just say people who just admire my talent.
Okay. Oh, I like that. Instead of saying somebody, yeah, I really, like, yeah, that was I actually like that. Now, Bamzy, you just fucked up my head a little bit. Now, Bamzy, for the House of Garcon, back to CDG. Now, if the house will close down today or tomorrow, just if something happened, where do you see yourself going? Like, where would Bamzy go? Would you just leave the scene completely? Would you stay 007? What would you do?
I've thought about this. Hey Shannon, hey Fred, don't get mad.
Hi Fred, I love you, Fred.
Balenciaga. I just like the image, the strength behind them. I just do.
Okay.
So,
There you heard it first from Bamzy Garcon. If that's just if the house shut down.
or
Okay, go ahead.
I'll go home with the Chanel.
Okay. So okay, yeah, that was where you first started at. Okay. Now BMZ, I'm gonna ask you a couple of more questions. I mean, this was just a preview of BMZ, a little life, because I don't want to drag it. Now BMZ, what was the best advice somebody gave you in the ballroom? What was the best advice somebody gave you, like a legend or icon or just somebody regular, like a friend? What was the best advice you got being in this ballroom scene? This could be a dangerous scene with the drugs, the escorting, all the different shit that's involved, the stunts, or all that, people dying left and right. What, what was the best advice you got from this?
Learn to balance the two. Learn to balance ballroom and learn to balance your real life too. If you can't do that, if one outweighs the other one, you can't do that.
That's deep. That's really, really deep. Can we bring Cassio in here real quick? We have the Twister in here. I didn't want to, this is my new roommate, you guys. We gotta take over Atlanta. He is the Twister Mizrahi.
What's up?
Yes, Cassio. Cassio, you're on the set of the show. Now, Cassio, I want to ask you, Cassio, what was the best advice you got from being in this ballroom?
Say no to drugs.
Oh. No, that's really good. That's really good. I mean, and like honestly speaking, what was like, you was going through a lot with Cassio Mizrahi at one point, right? Because you was a VSU first, right?
I was a VSU at first.
And what made you leave the house of VSU? Just to get a little preview of Cassio, because you want to see Cassio a lot, real soon. Yeah. But what?
I love you, VSU. No shade to the house of VSU. I love the house of VSU. Kiana, I love you. Kenny.
Shout out to mommy.
Yeah. VSU just wasn't the place for me. I didn't really fit in there, so it was time to move on to the bigger things, which I think that's what Mizrahi is for me.
Mm-hmm. Now, a lot of people talking about the Candyland ball, Cassio. What can you just say briefly, real quick, about the ball and did you enjoy the ball? Did you enjoy the house ball?
I actually had a good time with the house ball. It was just hot as hell.
Mm-hmm.
Really, really hot. There was a lot of going on. Shout out to the House of Revlon for winning the grand prize.
I wanted to ask you that too, Bamzy. Do you think the House of Revlon deserved the cash?
That's an army. That's an army.
Mm-hmm. Cassio,
Yeah, they deserved it. They deserved it. It was pretty good. Yeah, shout out. Yeah.
Now, Bamzy, what's next for you?
Watch the Throne.
Ooh.
Watch the Throne.
And Cassio, that's next for you too?
Yes, sir.
And what else is next? After Watch the Throne, what else is going on for you too? What can the people that admire y'all? What else can they see you besides Watch the Throne?
I'm going back home for Rodeo.
Okay, I forgot that's coming up. What about you, Cassio?
I'm staying in Houston right now, so it would have to be probably like the Lipstick Ball in Dallas, Texas. I'll see you there.
Okay. Shout out to BMZ.
I had a long list.
Well, that's it. We have time.
Shout out to the House of Garcon. Love you guys. Awesome. Did a good job this weekend.
Shout out to Boss.
Cray. Oh, shout out to my sister and brother, Malachi and Pony. I love y'all. That practice that week was crazy.
Oh, I was there for the behind the scenes. Yeah. That was hot.
Shout out to shout out to everybody in Atlanta. Love this city. Y'all welcome you with open arms. Shout out to my daughter, my seed, Miss Chaos. I love you. Shout out to my best friend over in the corner.
Community child in the building.
I guess. Go ahead with yours. I might think some of this.
I got a long list too.
Go ahead.
I like to say shout out to my mother, Naima. I love you.
That's pussy.
Yeah, man, Ibisu, my brother, my twin, my road dog. I'm gonna say shout out to Kenalor. You get. Oh, I'm sorry, Blonde. Excellent Blonde.
Shout out to Ken, my big brother.
List goes on and on. Shout out to my Mizrahi fam. Love you guys.
And that was just a preview for Cassio. Like I said, you're going to see a lot of Cassio with us soon anyway. This was a preview for Bamzy. You're going to see more of that. Subscribe to the channel. Both hit them up. Any more questions, comment, like this video, and wash your thumb. Go ahead. Anything else you want to say, sis, real quick?
I know she'll slap me if I didn't do this. Shout out to my 2 bitches, Rico and Josh. I love y'all so much. But fuck y'all, because y'all at the club and y'all paid it.
And we might be on our way secretly.
Secretly.